last week. How has training been, and what are you looking forward to on the weekend against Birmingham?
Yeah, it's been another good week. A really good response from the game on the weekend. We talked a ton about making sure that we don't get complacent, that we're not just comfortable with having 2 wins, and the response this week has been really good. Training has been intense, the mentality's been where we want it to be, and we're excited again to be back here at Lynn Family.
Is there any sense when you have 3 straight home games and they're all on Saturday all at the same time of like developing a rhythm at this point in the season, even though it's early, just that opportunity?
Not really, because we know the game times are going to change and the travel is going to change. I think what becomes important is, again, just being at home, in the atmosphere that we have in that stadium with our fans. I think that obviously it gives the guys the extra boost. You felt it in the first 10, 15 minutes. The place was rocking. The players were intense and ready to start the game, and I think that puts us in a position to get the result that we did. So we're excited. And we can't wait to get out there.
In hindsight, it seems like anybody who's talked about that game points to the first half and the quality of play that you all had. The 6 newcomers in the lineup to the team, both of your first 2 weekends. Do you think the environment was something that once they got playing, they were like, wow, and that can boost new guys like that?
Yeah, no question. I think that's probably the best half of football since my time here, for sure. Now, we didn't score the goals that we wanted to score, but the chances were there, and obviously we get one there at the end of the half. Now, having said that, I still thought the second half needed to be better. We talked about that after the game. We talked about it on Monday, and I think the players understand that as well.
When a drop-off like that happens, what do you attribute it to? Is this, I know you say mentality a lot, but is there something like, oh, we went out and played so well in the first half, we don't have to take the foot off the gas a little bit?
No, I thought we didn't do a good enough job picking up second balls, which we did in the first half. I thought that some of Pittsburgh I know some of the rotation changed there in the second half, and we were trying to solve it on the field. But again, these are things that are things that you can improve on, and not something of concern. And I did feel that the effort was there and that the bite was there. And when we have that for 90 minutes, it gives us the best chance to win the game.
Spinning forward to this weekend, Birmingham won 1, lost 1, typically a playoff team in the league over the years. What have you seen from them early that you'll be focusing on?
Yeah, dangerous pieces all over the field, dangerous on set pieces, as we learned last year. I think we need to make sure that it's a collective defensive performance and with the ball that we're not turning it over in dangerous areas, which sounds simple, right? But making sure that we understand the shape that Birmingham presents, the areas that they want to win the ball, and keeping good balance on the night. If we do that, coupled with making sure that we have the intensity that we've had and the mentality that we've had from the start of the game, puts us in the best position to win.
I guess kind of going back to something last year when it got down to the end of the season, you were talking about guys getting healthy and training becoming competitive. Have you seen that even more so this year? It feels like with all the new guys in the lineup, you probably get guys who've been around here who are like, I've got to pick it up, or I want to win my spot back. How competitive has training been?
I think the biggest thing has been how the players that haven't been in the starting 11 or haven't been in the 18, how they have handled that. As I've said numerous times, I'm extremely happy with where the culture is right now within the group. It's a group that is putting the team before themselves individually, that is living every day by the values that we want, and I think that's the biggest thing. So obviously it helps when you've won a game, but at the same time, they are all pushing each other every single day. The guys that started the first 2 games understand and are aware that the quality that they had behind them in those first 2 games doesn't ensure that they're going to play the next game. So then you look at training and you look at all those different aspects of it, and where the group's at right now, they're bought into one another most importantly. And when you have that, that's when the culture continues to be really strong and you can go and do something special.
We talked to Ray this morning. What did you see from him to have that performance on Saturday, and do you feel like that's an indicator of how he's come into the season?
Yeah, he's come into the season hungry. He came into the season wanting more than he had last year, and he's done it with the right attitude, the right work rate. This is a kid that is in twice a day, every day. He comes into training, he'll go home, he'll rest, he'll be back in the afternoon, and he has his process, and his process works for him. And right now, he's certainly playing at a high level. But I think the biggest reason for that is his work rate. He is a kid that I can rely on both with and without the ball consistently. And he's got a lot of competition pushing him every day, as you alluded to there earlier. So all those things put him in a position to continue to progress. He's a young player. People don't understand that because he's been in the league so long. But we're certainly not surprised with his performances up to this point.